Hi guys! What a beautiful night in front of this wonderful fountain. Yeah, it's the fountain of the four rivers. And here we are in Piazza Navona. Piazza Navona, one of the beautifulest, what a wonderful square in Rome. Actually, we are on the old stadium of Domitian. But okay, too much information. Let's start step by step. Back. On the back, I have this wonderful fountain, the fountain of the four rivers. Now, here we can see the representations of the four rivers. Behind we have other two big statues in marble. Here we can see behind the Nile. Here in front we have the Rio de la Plata for America, Nile for Africa, South America. For the Europe is the Danube, and behind we have the Gange for Asia. Now I wonder what these wonderful fountains actually is one of the biggest that Bernini made. And on the top we see the obelisk of Domitian. Domitian was an emperor, a Roman emperor, and basically this this obelisk, that by the way is the Egyptian, although the hieroglyphs, you can see the hieroglyphs on it, are not original, are not from the Egypt, but they were made in the time of Domitian, so for the Romans. So this obelisk was back in the days in the villa of Domitian outside Rome. And then just in the Middle Age year was brought from the popes to build this wonderful fountain. Let's have a look to the fountain. Wonderful. You can see here the square is amazing. It's an amazing square. By the way, tonight there is like a light show. And here we have also a church that we will see in a few seconds, but let's focus right now on this view, on these beautiful statues, wonderful statues. Now, here we have many symbols. The statue is full of symbols, full of different different details. Let's see here. We can see already here we have the Storian, so the Danube Storian. This fish is so typical for the Danube. The representation of the Danube that is holding the symbol of the Pope. The Pope, amazing, so heavy. Now let's have a look to the Gange. It's a huge statue. You can see how big the people are and how big the guy is. Maybe more than 2 meters. It's huge. You can see also the snake here and the stick, because like the Ganges, now you can drive on the Ganges from the sources till the end. And a wonderful lion that is in par with the palm, because representing the Nile. The Nile that has a kind of little towel on his head, a little piece of cotton on his head, because actually you can see that the Nile has a towel, because the guy didn't have at the time, and the people didn't know where actually the river, the source of the river were. So that's why. And he's showing different huge as well. Let's have a look to the Rio de la Plata. Yeah, we have some particular. There we have like kind of a snake. Here an armadillo or a crocodile. And then just there, the Rio de la Plata. That's making shorter. By the way, there we have the paw of the lion. Just back. And so how we understand it, this is Rio de la Plata? Well, because there we can see some money, and plata in Spanish means both silver and money and coins, right? The guy is huge, covering, almost defending himself, no? It's like actually is the meaning, the indigenous, so the Americans that are just like burned somehow, like they are like lighted from the Christianity. And if you see the guy, it looks like an Indios, right? Some people, some historians say that that's the meaning. It's not because of the church. Well, why? Let's have a look 1 minute to this church, because it's really beautiful. Now, before going to the church, important, beautiful church, Santa Agnese in Agone, let's close with the fountain. This fountain was made from Bernini, Gian Lorenzo Bernini, a real VIP of the Baroque in Rome. He made a lot of stuff. Also the colonnade of St. Peter's, lots of different statues. This was really a genius, and you can see it from the statues. Basically, this fountain should be made from the same artist, the same architect that built this church, the Borromini. Now, something happened. The Bernini was really smart, and so he succeeded to take in charge of this fountain, and then he starts to make it. He could make it, but still the beautiful project of the statue, to the Borromini. But by the way, I have a look to Borromini. Wonderful church, Sant'Agnese in Agone. Although it seems giant, when you go in the interior, it's not that big. Actually, we cannot see. We are not in this. We have not the space here. We have just this room. No? Wonderful, a huge dome, 2 other towers, clock tower, and there are statue, the Sant'Agnese. Well, that's a very, very nice church. For sure you should visit. Right now we cannot enter, unfortunately, because it's already evening and everything is closed. Now we have some details that we want to concentrate on it. And one of it are actually the pigeon. The pigeon is the symbol of the family that order the construction, both the church, both of the church, because there we can see already over there, no? Other on the shield, you can see a pigeon, more or less. And where we can see the other pigeon? Well, just there, on the fountain. There we have it. In the middle of the shield, we have the pigeon here, right? Well, that's because that's the symbol of the family, of the Pamphili family, and the Pope belong to this family. Really rich family that built also this other under palace, wonderful palace. Let's have a look inside, guys. Come with me. We can just imagine how beautiful are the fresco inside this room. By the way, in these days there is like till the 6th January there will be like this kind of performance where like 2 different, on this wall and on that wall, images talking about love are just like projected on the beautiful square. Right now we have a look really short to this palace, this nowadays it became the embassy of Brazil for Italy. You know that in Rome we have two embassies, one for Italy and one for Vatican. And now it's the embassy, but back in the days was the residence of the royal family, was the residence of the brother of the Pope before he was a Pope. Beautiful palace. We can visit, by the way. The embassy of Porto of Brazil, they are organizing the visits. By the way, let's have a look also to the show. It works, no? Beautiful painting. And what else can we see about it? Lots of it and nothing really. We could just stay here and talk for hours, but also the other fountain is worthy to see. Also this one made from Bernini. John Lorenzo Bernini was a genius, no? Was really a genius, we said already. These fountains were the Fountain of the Moro. It's just like holding a dolphin over there. And it looks like, no, kind of North African. Let's have a look from here. It looks really nice. You can see also here, as like in the Trevi Fountain, a lot of money, a lot of coins that people are just like throwing it to getting luck. Look at those particular, this detail is just like on a, you see, the form of the wonderful shield, no? It's on a shield. That's amazing how the fountain looks. Now, after seeing briefly the fountain, not that much briefly actually, why we are here and why this church is calling Sant'Agnese in Agone. Well, because here there was a stadium, the stadium of Domitian, and then the place, the challenges, the competitions that were here taking place were called Agonis. And that's why we are talking about Sant'Agnese, so Holy Agnese, in Agone, in the stadium of Domitian. It was a huge stadium, 181 meter long. Over there was like the flat side, and there you can see it's like a little bit curving. Probably you will not see from here, but trust me. Right now we don't have that much ruins, although just over there is the entrance to the museum, and we can go underneath the street level, and we can visit some part of the stadium of Domitian, guys. It's wonderful. And but the square conserved the form of the stadium, and all the buildings were built in the medieval, few meters over the top of the stadium itself. I think it's amazing, and that's not the only example that we find of this kind of way of buildings, palace, temples, churches, whatever, on top of old ones. The stadium, again, is not that visitable, and not that we cannot see, although some rests of some arches of entrance. The entrance in the north side of the stadium. That's amazing, by the way, no? That here we have still things that are old 2,000 years. No? Domitian was the son of Vespasian. Vespasian was the guy that started to build the Colosseum. No? So father and son, they love competition, they love games, apparently. Now, today one of the most wonderful squares. I don't know if you can see here. Please don't go to eat here. There are not that good and are really expensive restaurants, although I'm sure there are some good, I hope. I was personally never went, but yeah, pretty chic restaurants, and of course you pay the view. It's a wonderful view. Doesn't matter if during the day or in the evening. Wonderful scenography for your romantic night, or just like meditative nights, regarding like looking to this wonderful scenography, this wonderful panorama. That's really something that makes you crying almost. So much is beauty. Beautiful. So much is beautiful. So much beauty with so much beauty. I'm just like closing the video. I hope you enjoyed. And please leave me a comment. And please leave me a comment if you liked the video. And of course, put a thumbs up. But I want to know if you liked, and what did you enjoy, what you will like to change or what not, what you would like to see. Please tell me. I was so curious of it. And thank you for watching. So see you next. Bye from Masi to the next trip.